Hello, reception. Are you ready for some phonics? Hello, Mr. Wiseout. Oh, yes, there is a dragon. Are you? Oh, Mr. Wiseout. Yes, I think you should stay up there. And what's your name? Oh, it's Puff. Puff. Ah, your name's Puff, is it? Excellent. Puff. Yeah, we were learning about the f sound last week. Excellent. Okay, Puff. I know a song about you, actually. Shall we start with a song? And it goes, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon, he lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. That's you. You're Puff, aren't you? Okay, excellent. Now there's two dragons we're gonna use later that are gonna help us find the real and the not real words. But you're gonna come and you're gonna be with us as well, aren't you? Because you just flew in. You heard some of your friends are in town, other dragons, so you thought you'd come and join us. Okay. What's that? Mr. Tilbury, come on, hurry up and do the sound cards. Okay, right. All right. Gosh, okay, Puff. Right, let's do our sound cards. Are you ready? I'm going to show you both today, the letter with the picture and the letter by itself, but tomorrow we might try just with the letter. I'm going to give you the picture today. Are you ready? Tss. Ah. Tss. P. Very good. I. Mm. Mm. D. G. O. K. What do we say this one? Digraph, you got it. 2 letters, 1 sound. Digraph. E. A. R. H. Do you remember? H. B. B. Batting a ball. B. F. Do you remember the action? Should we do it together? F. F. Deflate. Ah. F. Digraph. 2 letters, 1 sound. I've loved your expressions as well you've been showing me. Remember the digraph. 2 letters, 1 sound. Digraph. And for my last session we were S. 2 letters, 1 sound. Okay. Right. Now, I think we need a little bit of a... Oh, sorry. Are you okay there, Puff? Are you feeling sad again? Don't worry. We'll help your friends. We'll help your friends later find their eggs. Now these were the digraphs we were learning last week, and remember we said they often, a lot of the time, they come at the end of a word. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 words where these digraphs come at the end, and I'm going to see if you know which digraph is being used, which one is being used. Ready? So the first word is. Let's start with you. Let's start with Puff. Puff. So, P-A-F. P-A-F. Which one do you think it is? 1, 2. It's that one. Well done. Puff. Puff. Good. And that's how we write Puff. P-P-Puff. Okay, next word is going to be mess. Mess. Which digraph is being used at the end of that word? Mess. M-S. 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 Well done. If you thought it was this, the S, the S digraph. Here's the word. M-S. And we can see this S is at the end, isn't it? Fantastic. So last word is bell. B-E-L. 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 That's it. The last digraph. Great. Little recap on our digraphs. So, drum roll. What are we learning today? Here we go. Jack. Jack in the box. And the sound, the letter is J. The grapheme is J. But the sound, the phoneme, and we say, oh, on the telephone I can hear you. The sound is J, J, J. Ooh, ooh, look. Ooh. Whoa, what have I got here? Jelly, yeah. Jelly. J. Oh, it smells good. Strawberry. Strawberry jelly. Do you want some of that, Puff, later? Okay. But that's going to help us. So, J. J, J, J. J, J, J. J, J, J. Jelly. J, J, J. Jelly. Excellent. And to write our J, the sound J, we think of a Jack in the Box and we go, think of him like a body, like his head is there and the spring is his body going into the box. Okay, so we go down his body and dot his head, and that's how we write the J. Down his body and dot his head. You see his head there? There we go. That's how we write it. Okay, now we need to learn about this J and see it in some words. Okay, so Puff, we're going to bring in your two friends again. They're going to help us. Let's put the J sound over there. That's what we're learning about today. And we're learning about the letter J, which is the phoneme J. Okay, so do you remember your two friends? Here's your two friends here. So these two dragons have got their eggs mixed up. They can't breathe fire anymore. Can you help me to get them breathing fire again? The red dragon's eggs have made upwards. We can still sound them up. Whereas the green dragon's eggs have real words. It's got real at the top there. Okay. There's your friends, Puff. I'm so pleased you've come to join us today. Okay. What was that? Oh. Oh yes. Oh, you know Puff, do you? Well, because he's a red dragon, so you know each other. Oh, excellent. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look. We've got some eggs here. Oh. You ready for your eggs? Ready for your eggs? What's that? Oh, one of the eggs belongs to Puff, does it? Okay, one of the eggs belongs to Puff. We'll give him an egg. Okay, here's the first word. Oh, I can see the J at the start. J-O-G. 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 Jog. Well done if you got that one. Jog. You heard about someone who goes for a jog? Yes, it's a real word. I like to go for a jog. Let's give it to you then. Jog. Okay. Here's the next one. J-A-S. Oh, it's got that. Can you see at the end? It's got our digraph from our last lesson, hasn't it? J-A-S. J-A-S. jas. I've heard of jazz, but not jas. What do you think, real or not real? It's not real. So we'll give it to you. Okay, we've got an egg for you, don't worry, Puff. Next word, ready? J-a-m, 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 jam, jam. Real or not real? Of course it's real. Do you like jam in the mornings? Be careful, you make sure you brush your teeth because it's very sugary, is jam. So make sure you brush your teeth with that one. Okay, another word, if you can read this one. Jet, 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 jet. Real or not real? Yes. A jet plane. Isn't there a Super Wings called Jet as well? And if you like that. Jet and Dizzy, Donnie and Jerome. Jet. And the last one is, oh, can you count? 1, 2, 3 real and 1 not real. Last one left. If this isn't real, you're going to give it to Puff. Oh, you are? Okay. Give this one to Puff. Ready? If it's not real. J-o-ul. Ah, we learnt that last week, that ul digraph. J-o-ul. J-o-ul. Jol. Jol. No, it's not real, is it? You can give that one to Puff. You would have had 2. That's what. If I'd given it to you, you'd have had 1 less than the real dragon, wouldn't you? But we're going to give it to Puff. Here you go, Puff. In your mouth. Oh, thank you. You're going to look after that and take it back to your nest. Excellent. Good. Now you've got, I can see that there's 2. You've got not 1 less, but you've got 2 less than the real dragon, haven't you? And you have got 2 more. But I like the way you were sharing. That was really nice. Okay, fantastic. Let's, you take your eggs. Here you go. Over there. Oh, sorry, Puff. There's your egg back. These off. Okay, so we've done some reading. Ooh, ooh, j j j j j j j j j. Ooh, ooh. Jelly. I have to eat that for my lunch, I think. Now we're going to write a sentence. Okay. So have a look. Oh, the real dragon is going to let us borrow some of the words that we might need, okay? Oh, we need the word jam, thank you. We need the word jam. I'd like you to try and write this word today. Okay. So, we're going to start our sentence. I've got a sentence, I'm thinking in my head, the jam spilt. The jam spilt. Oh dear. And I'm thinking, who's there? Maybe, oh, I'm thinking Jack and Jill. They're 2 names, aren't they? Jill. So the jam spilt and Jill can see a mess because the jam has spilt. Let's write that. Okay. That's a tricky word, isn't it? Do you remember how to write it? There's our tricky word. Might as well use this here, look. We can fit that in, can't we? Jam. J. Down his body and dot the head. Round the apple, down the leaf. And Down Maisie, mountain, mountain. The jam spilt. Sp it, ult, spilt, spilt, spilt. So we need s. Slither down the snake. P. Down his plait. I'm learning this one. Around his head. I. Down his body and dot his head. Ooh. Down the leg. T. Down the tower, across the tower. Sp. It ult. Spilt. And at the end, I've finished my sentence. The jam spilt. And a full stop. Now, oh, do we remember? Jill. Jill. So now, Jill is a name, and just like your name, you give it a capital letter. So we don't need to dot the head for this J. This is a capital J, and it sits on the line. See this J here goes below the line. This one here sits on the line. If I had a line here for you, it's a bit like the P there goes below the line, but the capital P sits on the line. Okay. The jam spilt. Jill, J, I, ooh, ah. Do you see? It's got our digraph at the end. 2 letters, 1 sound. Jill can k, a, n. Jill can see s, s, e. It's a digraph. You might learn this digraph. S, e. Jill can see a. This one underneath. Mess. Down Maisie, mountain, mountain. S. Full stop. The jam spilt. Jill can see a mess. Fantastic. Okay, now what I'd like you to have a go at doing is have a go at writing this word, jam, and have a go at writing Jill. Okay. If you want to have a challenge, you might want to have a go at writing that first sentence, the jam spilt. You might want to write your own sentence. We had 2 other words, 2 other eggs, didn't we? Jog and jet. You could have a go at your own sentence. All right. But it's goodbye from me. You might want to pause this video now so you can see what you've got to do. I'd like you all to have a go at writing those 2 words. Maybe you'd like to have a go at these 2 as well. Jog, jog, and jet, jet. I will see you soon for another phonics lesson. It's goodbye from Puff. Goodbye, Puff. Goodbye from Wise Owl.